A big welcome to Quincy, Illinois in the pit as the Macomb Bombers at 4-1 are set to face the 3-0 and 19th ranked Quincy Notre Dame Raiders. That coming up here shortly as the JV contest concludes here shortly. 5 seconds left in it. QND is going to tie it with a 3. And that is going to delay us further from the varsity contest as we are going to go to overtime in the JV contest. You just saw that on your screen. We are going to head to a overtime here in Quincy, Illinois, which means we're going to be delayed even further here. So the JV game just saw the 3 on your screen. We're going to go to overtime here with the junior varsity, but once again, we want to welcome you to what will be tonight's presentation of the number 19 ranked Quincy Notre Dame Raiders and the Macomb Bombers, and this game all tied up at 57. This is the junior varsity game you see on your screen, and Eric Irvin, the voice of the Quincy Notre Dame Raiders, just looked over my way. He's sitting to my right, just shook his head. But we're going to go to overtime here. This is the JV contest on your screen, but again, we will have the varsity contest. It is the 4-1 Macomb Bombers and the undefeated 3-0 and 19th ranked Quincy Notre Dame Raiders. That game, or the varsity contest coming up next. We will have that coming your way, but the JV contest yet to be settled here. It's going to overtime. 4 minutes on the clock here for the junior varsity overtime. We will take a break and let overtime commence here. More from the pit when we return. This is the Bomber Sports Network pregame show as the junior varsity game continues to roll on after these local messages.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Alan Thompson State Farm Insurance. For all your insurance needs, stop by today for a free quote or give them a call at 309-833-2400. You can also visit them online at www.allansf.com. Like a good neighbor, Alan Thompson is there. Backtown Fitness, Western Illinois' exciting new outlet for fitness. Experience fun, interactive workouts led by licensed expert trainings in a supportive community. Ready to elevate your fitness game? Visit a recovery room and start your journey today at Mactown Fitness in Macomb. Ron LB Auto Sales. LB Auto Sales, family-owned and operated, located at 1525 East Jackson Street in Macomb, offering you the best quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop in or visit us online at lbsellscars.com to see our full list of inventory.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Pumo Insurance Agency. Let their friendly, experienced, and knowledgeable staff help you find the best coverage for your needs. Whether it be home, auto, life, agriculture, individual, or group insurance, they've got you covered. Pumo Insurance, 19 East Side Square in Macomb. At Bedwell Tree Service, they take pride in their long-time roots in McDonough County. Serving Western Illinois, they offered expert tree care with competitive fees and outstanding results. Trust the local team with a stellar reputation. Bedwell Tree Service, your leading Macomb tree care provider.
Once again, you are now listening and watching the what is the pregame show for the Macomb Bombers and the Quincy Notre Dame Raiders, the Bomber Sports Network rivalry. Bomber Sports Network rivalry rumble. We are in the overtime presentation of the junior varsity contest. It was what was a 3-point game. Quincy Notre Dame comes down, hits a 3, and ties the ball game. So this game is all but changed, and now we're still tied at 57. There's 3 minutes left in the overtime period here as the Raiders try to take the lead, and they do. It's 59-57 now, and the Raiders have a 2-point advantage over the Bombers in the junior varsity overtime. So we're here at the pit here in Quincy, Illinois. It is Bomber Sports Network rivalry rumble night as the Bombers and Raiders set to go at it here in just a little bit. First up, the junior varsity game has to be settled. It's in overtime right now. Bombers and Raiders, it's coming up next on the Bomber Sports Network. Should be a good one, and we're glad to have you along with us. The Bombers varsity coming off a good start to the week. They beat Geneseo at home 68-41 to open the week, and that was a contest they led wire to wire, 18-11 after 1, 36-26 after 2, 52-34 after 3, and 68-41 after all said and done. Bombers moved to 4-1 heading into tonight. So tonight, it's a big opportunity for this varsity team to really prove something, prove who they are, and a chance to to get a win at the pit, something this varsity team has not done since the COVID season, that in the spring of 2021. The Bombers beat Raiders here at the pit 44-42, but dating back to 2018, that is the only win they have here at the pit. So it'll be a good one. Varsity game is coming up shortly. This is the overtime of the JV game, and we'll be back after these local messages. Again, for those of you just joining us, the preliminary game with the junior varsity teams of Macomb and Quincy Notre Dame are in overtime currently. The score being Macomb trailing 59-57. There's 2 minutes left in it. We will get to our pregame coverage of Macomb varsity and Quincy Notre Dame varsity here shortly. And that's sure to set to be a great matchup. 19th ranked Quincy Notre Dame, they're undefeated at 3-0. And the Macomb Bombers, it's next. It's coming up here at the pit. The junior varsity game in overtime, currently with less than 2 minutes to go. So we'll be back with more from the pit. This is Macomb and Quincy Notre Dame on the BSN. Once again, for those of you just joining us, it is the Macomb Bombers at 4-1, the varsity team. They are in the corner here watching the rest of this game play out here. The junior varsity and Quincy varsity junior varsity going at it here. 1 minute left here in overtime. It's 59-58. The Bombers trail by 1. And we'll give you a little bit of bonus coverage here as you'll get a live look at the junior varsity game. Again, this is JV. This is not the varsity yet. QND hit a buzzer beater 3 to send us to overtime. Now a 1-point game. Quincy Notre Dame in control. They'll take it the other way here. Tie up at midfloor. Bombers get it back. They'll go into the lane here. Drake May with it. 2 dribbles. A floater short. Put back. That's Nick Elby. He's fouled in motion. Interesting game here. 1-point contest in overtime. So the Bombers and Quincy Notre Dame, again, this is JV. The preliminary game here went into overtime thanks to a late game 3-ball from the Raiders, tying things up, and the Bombers tie the game at 59. This is about this is the best way you could start a little bit of a rivalry contest. Getting fans, this has been the gym not completely full by any means, but it is loud and noisy in here, and it is rowdy tonight, as it is every single time here when you play at the pit. And the Raiders and Bombers here dueling it out here in the JV contest. 60-59. The Raiders now in control of the basketball. 35 seconds left here. Marth with it. He'll feed corner. Raiders will move it around here. They trail by 1 now. Ball's loose. Let it go. They're going to say Raider basketball. Yes, Bombers did tip it there at the end. Again, this is live bonus coverage, overtime coverage, as the legendary Chris Dewar would say. This is overtime. This is Macomb Junior Varsity and Quincy Notre Dame Junior Varsity. 24 seconds left here in the overtime contest. 60-59. Bombers by 1. That ball tipped out of the hands of the Raiders. We'll go the other way with it. 20 seconds left here. Bombers in control. Elby with it in the corner now. Down to 15 seconds. Finally a foul. 60-59. Bombers are going to shoot 2 more here in the JV contest. 14.7 left. Again, this is the marquee matchup of the week for this Macomb varsity squad. Obviously, pretty good 2-week stretch coming up. You have this tonight, Farmington on Tuesday, and then the Great Western Shootout next Saturday. So, and the Illini West in there as well on Friday night. The Great Western Shootout the following Saturday. Next weekend, the girls A-Town Holiday Classic. That's the girls shootout, but the following weekend, the Great Western. So, a lot of key matchups here for this varsity squad as they prepare to play some holiday basketball here in a couple of weeks. They'll be at Western Hall for the 78th edition of the Macomb Western Holiday Basketball Tournament. And that always, of course, a big week that everybody has circled on their calendar. Macomb made it to the championship game for the first time since 2012. Last year, they lost to Rock Ridge in the title game. So we'll see if this Bombers team can put together a good week at the holiday tournament and make their way back to the championship game. It's certainly possible. You got to take it one game at a time, and it's certainly a long couple of days. But Bombers certainly can find some momentum and play their way through the bracket. But we'll see how it all plays out here. Again, this is a junior varsity contest. This is the bonus coverage overtime between Macomb and Quincy Notre Dame JV at 61-59. The Bombers lead by 2 as Nick Elby is at the free throw line currently for Macomb, trying to get the Bombers a 3-point lead. Overtime game, giving the pit time to get a couple more people in here. Quincy High boys basketball playing across town as well tonight, so a lot of basketball here in Quincy, Illinois. Elby makes that one at 62-59 with 10 seconds left. Raiders have it here, chance to tie the ball game again. Long 3-ball, corner, they missed it. 4 seconds left. The Bombers, there's the foul, 1.3 Macomb. It looks like the junior varsity is going to pull out a win here by 3, 4, maybe even 5 after these free throws, but a nice victory. Of course, you got the last minute 1.3, but really nice showing from this JV squad. They played hard the entire night, and a well-deserved victory here if they can put it away here in the final second here. Got to make some free throws first. Obviously, one free throw makes it a two-possession ball game here. It is Drake May shooting the free throws. Bombers are back, and he got it. That should all but lock it up, and the Macomb Bomber JV going to get the win here at the pit. Second one, missed it, and that'll do it. Bombers defeat the Raiders in JV action 63-59. And we will be back with live coverage of Bomber Varsity Hoops after these messages. We're going to take a break on the screen. We'll have more here shortly from the pit. A big welcome to Quincy, Illinois, and 10th and Jackson as the Macomb Bombers prepare to face the 19th ranked team in Class 2A, the Quincy Notre Dame Raiders. It's the Bombers and it's the Raiders and it's the Bomber Sports Network Rivalry Rumble, and it's next on the Bomber Sports Network.
Pace loses it. Doyle slams it home. The crowd rises to their feet in celebration. It was arguably the best dunk of the year.
Big welcome to Quincy, Illinois. 10th and Jackson sets the stage for us tonight at the Pit, where it is a marquee matchup. Bomber Sports Network Rivalry Rumble as the Macomb Bombers make the trip down 336 to face the Quincy Notre Dame Raiders, the number 19 team in Class 2A. And the Bombers coming off a lot of momentum from a big win on Tuesday night, against the Geneseo Maple Leafs. Bombers win that one 68-41. And, of course, we saw a big game from guys like Malachi Conley, Braden Holthouse, who went for 22, and Drew Watson, three key players we're going to have to see a lot out of in this ballgame tonight, should the Bombers want to find any type of success to try to win in the Pit. Quincy Notre Dame is 3-0. They got a win over Tyler Deshinsky's Payson squad last night in a thriller here at the Pit, back and forth. QND pulls away in the end, though, but a nice shooting night for the Payson Seymour Indians, which kept them in that ball game. But the Quincy Notre Dame Raiders end up pulling it out in the end, and should be a tight contest tonight. Every time you get a game down here at the Pit, you're going to have a good ball game and an even better atmosphere as the community of Quincy and a good crowd from Macomb make the drive down. A lot of basketball being played in Quincy tonight. The Quincy High Blue Devils also in action across town. And, of course, Quincy, not only a football community now, but also a big-time basketball community. This is a rich history of basketball in the town of Quincy, Illinois. And we expect nothing less than a good atmosphere every time you come to the Pit. Bombers trying to get a win here for the first time since 2021. That was the COVID season. Bombers have an opportunity to do just that. Bombers and the Raiders, and it's next on the Bombers Sports Network.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Alan Thompson State Farm Insurance. For all your insurance needs, stop by today for a free quote or give them a call at 309-833-2400. You can also visit them online at www.allansf.com. Like a good neighbor, Alan Thompson is there. Backtown Fitness, Western Illinois' exciting new outlet for fitness. Experience fun, interactive workouts led by licensed expert trainings and a supportive community. Ready to elevate your fitness game?
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Alan Thompson State Farm Insurance. For all your insurance needs, stop by today for a free quote or give them a call at 309-833-2400. You can also visit them online at www.allansf.com. Like a good neighbor, Alan Thompson is there. Backtown Fitness, Western Illinois' exciting new outlet for fitness. Experience fun, interactive workouts led by licensed expert trainings and a supportive community. Ready to elevate your fitness game? Visit a recovery room and start your journey today at Mactown Fitness in Macomb. Ron Elbiato Sales. Elbiato Sales, family owned and operated, located at 1525 East Jackson Street in Macomb, offering you the best quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop in or visit us online at lbsellscars.com to see our full list of inventory.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Pumo Insurance Agency. Let their friendly, experienced, and knowledgeable staff help you find the best coverage for your needs. Whether it be home, auto, life, agriculture, individual, or group insurance, they've got you covered. Pumo Insurance, 19 East Side Square in Macomb. At Bedwell Tree Service, they take pride in their longtime roots in McDonough County. Serving Western Illinois, they offered expert tree care with competitive fees and outstanding results. Trust the local team with a stellar reputation. Bedwell Tree Service, your leading Macomb tree care provider. You're in good hands with Macomb Allstate agent Stacy Foxall. For a free insurance review, call Allstate agent Stacy Foxall at 309-837-3233 today. At McMillan, Henningfit, and DeJody Law Firm, they put your needs first. Their experienced attorneys in Macomb are here to fight for you. Trust in their dedication because your case deserves the best. McMillan, Henningfit, and DeJody, your community, your law firm in Macomb.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Abram Olson Country Financial in Macomb. Abram is available to help you with your insurance and financial needs, and he enjoys helping friends and neighbors in the Macomb area protect what they have and prepare for their future. Stop in and see him today at 1601 West Jackson Street in Macomb. The YMCA in McDonough County. The YMCA has tons of programs to offer and are now enrolling for their fall session. Check out their website for more information at www.macombymca.org or contact them at 309-833-2129. The YMCA, McDonough County, now open 24/7 for those 18 years or older. Looking for your next vehicle? Kunis Country has the best deals on new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Friendly service, unbeatable prices, and a huge selection. Visit Kunis Country today and drive home happy. Stop and see them at 3200 East Jackson Street in Macomb.
You're watching Macomb Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network.
Need reliable insurance? Tom Conklin State Farm has you covered. Whether it's auto, home, or life insurance, Tom and his team are here to protect what matters most. Call today and get a free quote from your local trusted insurance agent at 309-837-1200 or stop in at 1221 West Jackson Street in Macomb. Harry Masato Golf Course. The Harry Masato Golf Course at Western Illinois University has been serving the campus community and the city of Macomb for over 50 years. Stop out and see what the Harry Masato Golf Course has in store for 2024.
We join you back here from the pit in Quincy, Illinois. It is the Bomber Sports Network Rivalry Rumble tonight as the 4-1 Macomb Bombers are set to take on the undefeated 3-0 Quincy Notre Dame Raiders. They are the 19th ranked team in Class 2A, and the Bombers looking to pull the upset tonight here in Quincy, Illinois. Here at the pit, Justice Keene, happy to have you with us here on our pregame show. The Bombers, again, looking for their first win at the pit since 2021. Dating back to 2018, they have only won one game here. That was in February of 2021. They won 44-41 over the Raiders on that February afternoon. It was a Saturday afternoon, and, of course, the COVID season, of course, no fans. Completely different atmosphere than what we saw tonight, what we're seeing tonight. Of course, probably 20, 25 fans allowed into that game. Of course, that was the ticketed mess, and I'm glad we're out of that, and we're back to real basketball atmospheres across the country and everywhere. But the Bombers, again, this is a really tough place to play, and everybody knows it. First-year head coach Greg Altmix pacing the sidelines for the Quincy Notre Dame Raiders, of course, formerly the head coach and the head man over at Liberty, just a handful of miles away from here. And he knows how to coach basketball, pacing those sidelines at Liberty for several years, including a couple state trophy appearances, and bringing a couple of those back to Liberty. So Greg Altmix, his first game here with the Bombers, and we are a minute away from the opening introductions here at Quincy Notre Dame. It's the Bombers and it's the Raiders. This has been the pregame show. We're glad to have you with us tonight. It's the Bomber Sports Network Rivalry Rumble here in Quincy, Illinois, as the Bombers face the Raiders of Quincy Notre Dame. There's the horn. We're going to send it down to the scores table for the opening introductions and starting lineups. This has been the pregame show on the Bomber Sports Network.
burns the loss of John Spring, true Raider legend. John began teaching and coaching at Quincy Notre Dame in 1876. In the midst of that school year, he was chosen to become the first full-time executive director of the QND Foundation, a title he held for 29 years. John launched the first QND fund drive in 1977 to raise money in support of the school. Since its inception, the QND fund drive has raised over $18.5 million. John left QND in 2005 and went on to serve 2 terms as the mayor of our great city, Quincy, Illinois. He had a tremendous impact on Quincy, Notre Dame, and the entire Quincy community. John was a kind, faithful, and compassionate man who dearly loved his family, QND, and the city of Quincy. At this time, we remember John with a moment of silence. Thank you. At this time, we ask you to please rise if you can. Remove your hats as the Quincy Notre Dame Pep Band plays our national anthem.
We will go to Ben Marth for the opening introductions and starting lineups. That's the national anthem. Here, let's go to Ben Marth with the starting lineups.
Number 12, Ray Towers. Number 7, 6'3" receiver, number 25, line ups. The Bombers record 4 wins, 1 loss, 7 coaches, chairman at the end of the season. So now here are the starters. Let's see it. The senior guard, number 3, Alex. The senior guard, number 14, Trey. The senior guard, number 15, Lance. The junior forward, number 20, T. Jackson. And junior number 24.
Let's get ready to rock and roll. We are live with you at Quincy Notre Dame High School in Quincy, Illinois. It is the Bomber Sports Network Rivalry Rumble. Bombers Raiders. Should be a dandy here. Nolan Hogue at center floor along with Carter Miller for the Raiders, Travis Guest, Paul Morrill, and Aaron Jansen in the stripes. Strap yourselves in, folks. This is Macomb Bomber basketball and the Bomber Sports Network Rivalry Rumble on the Bomber Sports Network. We are up and underway. The Raiders win the opening tap. It'll move from our left to right as we see it from the top of Quincy Notre Dame's pit. Bombers with the deflection there. They get the first official look at the basketball going the other way. Holthouse with it, top of the key. He'll feed corner, find Watson for a wide open three ball to get the game started. That off the back iron, no good. Malachi Conley out of bounds. Raider basketball going the other way. Good crowd on hand here tonight at the pit at 10th and Jackson. Rivalry rumble here on BSN tonight. Raiders Bombers. Bombers a chance to pull the early season upset here at the pit in Quincy. Here is Miller with a drive to the basket. In and out, no good. Ball loose on the floor. Tie up, no jump ball. Hogue picks it up. Tries to go the other way with it. Ball loose. Holthouse ahead to Lambert. Feeds corner and finds Conley from the outside of the arc. Three, it's good. Conley gets the Bombers on the board from beyond the arc. 3-0 Macomb. The Bombers strike first here at the pit. Raiders in control of the basketball now. Here is Dance. Feeds cross to Conover. In the lane, steal. Bombers pick it up and have it. Conley with it. Outside perimeter, he'll feed Holthouse. 6:45 to play. First quarter action here from the pit. Bombers and the Raiders doing business tonight in the rivalry rumble. Here is Conley in the corner with it. He'll feed Lambert. Down low, wide open look to Hogue. He got it. 5-0 run for the Bombers here early. And a great start for Jeremy Anderson's squad. Bombers will up the defense going the other way. It's a 5-0 lead in the early segments. Toss up, no good. Bombers off the back iron. Ahead to Watson. He'll set up the offense across the Notre Dame logo at mid-floor. Watson across to Lambert. He'll feed corner, find Holthouse with under 6 to play in the first quarter. Here is Hogue with it at the top of the key. He'll feed to Conley. 5:50 to play. That out of bounds. And it will be Raider basketball. And the Raider faithful over there, the Quincy Notre Dame student section, they stand right on top of you as they have for decades and decades here at the pit. They make it an atmosphere. And boy, was it one in the JV game. And now it has transitioned to the varsity game here. Loud here tonight. Long three ball for the Raiders to get them on the board. No good for Alex Dance going the other way now. Watson in motion. 5:30 to play. Macomb with a 5-0 lead on Quincy Notre Dame. Here is Lambert. Down low look to Hogue. Hogue playing the big man down low right now. Ball loose. There's a whistle and a foul and a hold. Bomber basketball out of bounds. Our first foul of the night. Alex Dance charged with a foul. His first, team first as well. 5-0 Bombers here in the early segment here on this Bomber Sports Network special, the Rivalry Rumble. Here is Holthouse. He will feed out to Conley. Conley keeping it outside perimeter. Jumper from the inside. He got it. And Malachi Conley came to play tonight. He's got 5 of the 7. 7-0 run for Macomb at the pit. F. Tink in the corner for 3. Missed it. Rebound Bombers will go the other way. Conley to Holthouse. Holthouse will play distributor here and set up the offense. 7-0 run for Macomb here. Holthouse with a drive in the lane. Floater. Missed it. Ball tapped around. Grabbed by the Raiders on the opposite basket. They'll move from our left to right. F. Tink ahead. That to Allensworth won't go. Watson gets it back. Bombers in control. They lead 7-0. Big-time basketball tonight here in Quincy. Bombers have a chance to knock off the 19th ranked team in Class 2A. 4:15 to play. Hogue with it at mid-floor. Picks it up, and he crosses the line. Back and forth. Jeremy Anderson not happy with it. Neither is Zach Keene down on the Bomber bench. They thought it was tipped. So Greg Altmix will make some changes in his lineup. Of course, Macomb facing his Liberty team several times throughout the years, whether that be at the Holiday Tournament or home and home series with Liberty. Always a good battle. Macomb defeated Liberty last year on the road. But Greg Altmix, he knows how to coach up a team. Bombers in control right now, 7-0 though. Bombers off the back iron rebound. Ball loose on the floor. Lambert picks it up. Raiders go on the defensive end. Bombers will move from our right to left. Here is Holthouse at the midcourt logo. Feed across. Ball tapped out of the hands of the Bombers. They recover. Turnover. Raider basketball going the other way. Ahead. Here is Dolman with it. He'll feed to the corner. Find top of the key now for Conover. Raiders moving around here with 3.5 to play. It's a 7-0 advantage for the Macomb Bombers on the road tonight at the pit. In the lane, 360 turnaround, deflected, swatted. That's Nolan Hogue on the defensive end. Bombers take it back. 7-zip Macomb in the first quarter. 3:15 to play. Here is Watson. He will feed to Lambert. Lambert corner now, Conley. Down low, look for Hogue. Puts it up and in. 9-0 run for the Bombers. No timeout yet from Greg Altmix. And a blocking foul the other way. Watson charged with a foul. It's going to be his team first as well. Both teams with one foul on the night. Raiders in control of it in the lane. Floater, and that will force some free throws. Our first one to the night. Leinbach charged with the foul. It's going to be his first, team's second. And Conover is sent to the line for 2. First free throws of the basketball game. Trying to get the Raiders on the board for the first time tonight. He will. 9-1 advantage for the Macomb Bombers. They lead by 8. (9-1) 8-point lead for the Macomb Bombers. This makes it 7. He missed it. Ball tapped around, put back from the Raiders off the front of the rim. No good. That was Reed with the putback. Foul called. Raider fans don't like it. Dolman charged with the foul. It's going to be his first, team's second. (9-1) lead for the Macomb Bombers with 2:45 left in the first quarter of play. Watson with it. Raiders up the pressure. LB out there now as well. He's pressured in the corner. Tipped back to Watson at the top of the key. Jeremy Anderson makes the play call, sets up his offense. 2:23 left. It's 9-1. Macomb by 8. Here is Hobson. He'll feed to a wide-open Holthouse for a 3. Missed it. Ball loose. Picked up by the Raiders. LB trying to get a hand on it, as is Hobson. Bombers go the other way with it. Here is Young. Young looks down low. Wide-open opportunity. Good for Dolman. 6-point game. 9-3. The Macomb Bombers with the early lead here in the first quarter. 1:54 left in the first quarter of play here in the BSN Rivalry Rumble. Here is line ball for a 3. Missed it. Off the right side of the back iron. No good. Rebound the Raiders. They push the other way. Greg Altmix says go. Pyatt with it. He'll feed corner. And Young with the basketball. He travels Bomber basketball the other way. 6-point lead for the Macomb Bombers. If you are just joining us, the Bomber JV team won in a thriller. They played in overtime, 63-59. The Bombers pulled out a JV win, so Macomb trying to go 2-0 and sweep the Raiders tonight at the hangar. They got one in the books already, trying to do it again in the varsity game. 9-3, Macomb on top of the Raiders right now. Conley with it at the free throw line. Kicks back out. Holthouse at the volleyball line. Backs up. Sets up the offense. Got to be careful. Doesn't go over and back. Here is Watson in the corner. Watson to Hobson, who loses it. Out of bounds. Raider basketball. 9-3 Bombers, and it will be Raider basketball now. Raiders a top 25 team in Class 2A, and the Bomber basketball team has done one thing in the last couple of years, it has been upset, and they know how to do it. And this early season win would give them some confidence over the next handful of weeks. Raiders get it down and up to Carter Miller, who puts it up and in. 4-point game. Raiders turn it on now. Now a 2-possession game. 9-5. Ball pressure up. Conley with it at the top of the key. Trying to relax. Bombers got to play disciplined offense tonight. Under a minute to play, 40 seconds. Watson with it in the corner now. 9-5 lead for the Macomb Bombers. Noisy atmosphere here at the pit tonight. And the Bombers just relaxing with it. This is what they have to do. Can't get into that fast-paced mode. Did not work well against the Tigers of Illini Bluffs at Bushnell. Bombers have to play their game tonight. 17 seconds left. Bombers will play for the last shot of the quarter. Conley with it in the left-hand corner. He'll feed Holthouse top of the key. 10 seconds left. Here is Hogue with it. Back to Holthouse. 7 seconds. Conley. They're going to say offensive foul. Nolan Hogue will be charged with the foul. Offensive player control. His first, team third. Raiders can make it a 1-point game with a 3-ball. (9-5) leads the Bombers. 4 seconds left. F-Tink ahead. Wide open look for Allensworth. To the basket. They're going to wave it off. Say no good. 9-5 after 1 quarter of play at the pit. We'll be back after these local messages.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Alan Thompson, State Farm Insurance. For all your insurance needs, stop by today for a free quote or give them a call at 309-833-2400. You can also visit them online at www.allansf.com. Like a good neighbor, Alan Thompson is there. Backtown Fitness, Western Illinois' exciting new outlet for fitness. Experience fun, interactive workouts led by licensed expert trainings and a supportive community. Ready to elevate your fitness game? Visit a recovery room and start your journey today at Mactown Fitness in Macomb.
You're watching Macomb Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network.
We are back with you at the pit. Quincy, Illinois, Raiders Bombers second quarter here in the Rivalry Rumble. Let's pause 10 seconds. Allow our network affiliate stations to identify themselves. Back in 10 seconds from Station ID on Bomber Basketball.
Hello, everybody. This is Kevin Harlan, and you are watching Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network.
The pit in Quincy, Illinois, the marquee matchup of the week for this Macomb team, Raiders Bombers in the BSN Rivalry Rumble. Macomb basketball to get the second quarter underway. Watson to inbound, and we are back underway here at the pit. Bombers in control of this 9-5 here, early stages of the quarter. Macomb setting up the offense. Holthouse with it at the top of the key. 9-5 advantage for them. Here is Watson. Bombers just playing relaxed basketball right now. They move it around the out top. Here is Conley for 3. Missed it. Rebound Raiders. They'll go the other way with it. Trying to get on the board for the first time in the second quarter here. Moments into it. 3-ball F-Tink. Missed it. Put back. Swatted. Picked up F-Tink again to the basket and good. And all of a sudden, it is a 1-possession game. Bo F-Tink gets his first basket of the night. And a 2-point ball game now. Raiders up the pressure at the half court. Altmix with his pressure and his press out there against Macomb. It is working right now. Conley with it in the corner. 9-7, 1-possession game, 2-point lead for the Bombers. Here is Watson. Feeds corner, finds Holthouse. Hogue with it to Watson. He's in trouble. 6:35 to play, second quarter, 9-7 Bombers. Here is Conley back to Holthouse with 6.5 to play. Just getting the second quarter underway here. Bombers led it 9-0 at 1 point. Raiders have fought their way back. It's 9-7. Hogue open in the corner. No opportunity for a shot, though. Raiders up the defensive pressure, doing a good job of it tonight. That ball tipped. Chance to tie it up here. Here is Allensworth to the basket. Tie ball game at 9. They're the number 19 team in Class 2A for a reason. 9-9. We are tied at the pit, and this place just woke up. Watson ahead to Lambert, playing risky basketball with the long baseball passes. That ball loose. Jeremy Anderson making a play call. Hogue with it at the top of the key. We're tied at 9 apiece in the varsity contest. Corner three, Holthouse missed it. Ball tapped. Conley, put back, good. Malachi Conley got it. He's got 7 of the 11, playing well for the Bombers again tonight. 11-9, Macomb leading the Raiders of Quincy Notre Dame. Bo Eftink in the lane, kicks back out. Here is Miller with a drive, down low look, put up, missed it. Allensworth couldn't get it to go. Loose on the floor, pick up by Nolan Hogue. Lambert resets the offense, feeds ahead to Braden Holthouse. Holthouse to the corner for Conley. Conley resets. Bombers by 2, 11-9. Long three, Watson, air ball. Uh-oh. And the Quincy Notre Dame student section going to let him have it. Greg Altmix is going to take his first time out of the ball game. It's a full. We will pause for one as well. 11-9, Bombers by 2 on the BSN.
Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Ron LB Auto Sales. LB Auto Sales, family owned and operated, located at 1525 East Jackson Street in Macomb, offering you the best quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop in or visit us online at lbsellscars.com to see our full list of inventory. Pumo Insurance Agency. Let their friendly, experienced, and knowledgeable staff help you find the best coverage for your needs. Whether it be home, auto, life, agriculture, individual, or group insurance, they've got you covered. Pumo Insurance, 19 East Side Square in Macomb.
Welcome back to the pit. And Quincy, Illinois, we have viewers with us from all over tonight, across the land of Lincoln and beyond. Good to have everybody with us. Macomb, Illinois, Macomb class of 1970. Carthage, Illinois, MHS 81. Adair, Macomb, and the Macomb as well. Again, the Bombers won the JV game 63-59 Bombers. And that game, a thriller, went into overtime here at the pit. So the Bombers, again, looking for the clean sweep tonight at the pit. Something very difficult to do, but Macomb trying to withstand their first test of the season. And this is a really good look at where this team's at this ball game tonight. Raiders get the ball back out of the timeout, back underway at the pit. They'll move it around the outside perimeter. Here is Pyatt with it. 4.5 to play in the first half. 11-9. Bombers by 2. Macomb trying to keep the lead. Raiders say something different. Missed the 3 ball from Connor Young. Bombers take it back. Here is Watson. Watson in trouble. He's double-teamed by the Raiders, Eftink and Pyatt. Conley with it now, top of the key. Bombers starting to play a little more up-tempo. Here is Watson in the corner. Back to Conley. Conley for 3. Got it! Malachi Conley, the long 3 ball. It's good. Traveling violation the other end. Greg Altmix not pleased. Bomber basketball. It's 14-9. The Macomb Bombers in control of this. Holthouse ahead to Watson. Watson back and forth between him and Holthouse. Corner now, Nolan Hogue. Back to Watson with 3:40 to play. And it is Holthouse at the top of the key. Good ball movement from the Bombers here. Wide open Conley. Why not another one? Missed it. Just short. Didn't hit the rim. Back the other way from left to right for the Raiders. Ahead. Backdoor pass didn't work from Dolman. Ahead it is Watson. 2-on-1 to the basket. No good. Put back. Hogue got it. Nolan Hogue gets it up and in. He's got 6 tonight. Bombers playing with some motivation now. 16-9. The Bombers lead the number 19 team in Class 2A. Conley tips it out of the hands of the Raiders' Connor Young, and they're going to call a whistle and a foul. Connor Young charged with a foul, his first, team first as well. 16-9, the Macomb Bombers in control here at the pit. Good to have everybody with us tonight. Saturday night basketball, BSN Rivalry Rumble here from the pit. Long three, Conley again, he got it! Bank open late, timeout, Greg Altmix. The crowd rises to their feet. And the Bomber fans can feel it right now. Greg Altmix, full timeout. We'll pause for one as well. Back after these local messages. This is the BSN Rivalry Rumble.
Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by.
At Bedwell Tree Service, they take pride in their long-time roots in McDonough County. Serving Western Illinois, they offered expert tree care with competitive fees and outstanding results. Trust the local team with a stellar reputation. Bedwell Tree Service, your leading Macomb tree care provider. You're in good hands with Macomb Allstate agent Stacy Foxall. For a free insurance review, call Allstate agent Stacy Foxall at 309-837-3233 today. At McMillan, Henningfit, and DeJody Law Firm, they put your needs first. Their experienced attorneys in Macomb are here to fight for you. Trust in their dedication because your case deserves the best. McMillan, Henningfit, and DeJody, your community, your law firm in Macomb.
Good to have you with us tonight on the Bomber Sports Network. Greg Altmix has used 2 of his 5 timeouts already. Bombers have led this from the beginning, 9-5 after 1, and now it's a 10-point double-digit lead, 19-9. Here at the pit, again, Macomb going for their first win here at the pit since February of 2021. Bombers lost 65-42 in February of 23 to West Hancock here in the Class 2A Quincy Notre Dame Regional. Raiders back with it out of the timeout. Here is Dance with it. He's guarded by Conley. Shoves off him. Obviously not a foul or anything, just a basketball move. In the lane now for the Raiders. Turnaround toss up good. Off Stolman. He gets it to go. Raiders in double digits now. Eight-point lead for the Bombers. Holthouse in trouble. Gets it across finally to Watson. Watson to Holthouse. 2:14 to play. Conley thought about a three. Didn't take it. He'll feed to the right corner. Find Watson. Watson back to Holthouse. Bombers moving around. Here's another Conley three. No good. Missed it. Ball loose on the floor. How's it not a travel? Every Macomb fan wanted to know. Back the other way. Raider basketball. Under 2 to play and a foul there. That will be on Holthouse. His first, team first as well. 19-11 with 1:53 left. Bombers in control. They've led wire to wire thus far. Great contest here at the pit tonight. Bombers look for the early season upset. In the lane here is Dolman. Dolman kicks out to Alex Dance for 3. Missed it.